please!
Sorry I wasn't much help. Still, seeing Master Chai go after those Talos was something, eh? Inspiring stuff. I dare say the future of Yulmore has never looked brighter. I'm fine. I just need a moment. Thank you again for finding my husband. I confess, I was not expecting your return to be quite so grand. That dear sweet man, he is going to make the most wonderful mayor. I know it. I just know it. That was quite a reception. One Master Chai will struggle to forget. More seriously, the arrival of the Telos has seized the public's attention. Once word is spread around Yulmore, it will be that much simpler to gather one and all to that, so that Master Chai can make his inaugural address. Pain and pleasure. Moving forward. Despite the butterflies in his stomach, Chai knows is prepared to address the masses. No need to fret, Alexander. I have never felt better. And not at all overawed by the prospect of addressing the assembled masses of Yulmore. As for where to do it, if I were to accommodate everyone who might feasibly wish to attend, I suppose the only place large enough would be the Emergent. Then I will go and spread the word among the citizens, both free and bonded, that they are to assemble there to meet their new mayor. You there, Kai Shir, was it? Would you go inform the residents of Gate Town and the derelicts? Of course I will. Good lad. Good lad. I will let the guards know not to bar the way to Vorthry's chambers. It goes without saying that I expect the warriors of darkness to attend, assuming he's available. Might as well see it through to the bitter end, eh? The doorman at the Crown Lift will show you up. Oh, a minute. Yeah, you're still here. Don't worry, I'll make sure everyone's there for Master Chai's big speech. So, get yourself down to the Emergent. Go on. Well, up we go. Bum, bum, ba, bum. Ba, ba. Do, 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 ba, ba. Ah yes, Master Chai told us to expect you. The Emergent is already filling up with people of all persuasions, free and bonded, citizens and non-citizens. But for you, our guest of honor, we have reserved a place at the front. Right this way, sir.
Go on, dear.
Thank you all for gathering here today. But before going any further, Could I ask the free citizens of Yulmore to look around? 'Tis a sight none of us would ever have seen under Lord Forthree's rule. Not only do we stand in the familiar presence of those we once called the Bonded, but today we welcome the peoples of the Derelicts and Gate Town too. Today we welcome the Warriors of Darkness, come to bear witness to Yulmore's new beginning. As you know, an election was recently held, at the end of which I had the honor of being chosen to succeed Lord Forthree. You place great faith in me, and I promise to do my utmost to live up to your expectations, and I will seek always to carry out the duties of this office with integrity and fairness. Always, I say, but not forever. Let it be known that I do not intend to hold this post indefinitely. I consider myself but an acting mayor, who will serve only for the interim, while Yulmore is reshaped according to a new set of values. No longer can we think of ourselves as divided, as the free and the bonded, citizens and non-citizens. The systems put in place by Lord Forthree must be undone. But even as we tear down the old, we must give thought to the new, to what manner of nation Yulmore should become. Whatever the answer may be, it cannot be decided by one man alone. And so I propose that an open forum be held, that we might all discuss how best to strive towards a better future. However, there can be no talk of the morrow unless we first address the issues of today. Securing new sources of food, rebuilding relations with our neighbors, re-establishing industry. There is much and more that needs to be done. Too much for a mere man of business. And so I pledge instead to do everything in my power to ensure our city's security and stability while we all work together to see these problems solved. The road before us will not be easy, and I know full well how daunting the prospect of honest labor may seem to some of you. But we must accept the reality of our circumstances. We must move forward. This much we owe to ourselves and to the brave heroes who risked their lives to bring back the night. Once we have shored up our city's foundations and regained some semblance of normality, let us reconvene to speak of the future. Until then, I humbly ask that you lend me and each other your strength. For Yulmore!
Seeing everyone come together like that, oh, it was beautiful, that was. Now our work can begin in earnest. I very much look forward to seeing this Yule more for the people. Wasn't he simply wonderful? Seeing him take charge of the room as he did. Oh, it reminds me why I fell for him in the first place. The City of Final Pleasures. They used to call it this place, but when the world was ending. But now, back when. But now I hope it will become a city of new endeavors. That was a fine speech, Master Chai. I believe your words stirred every soul in attendance. Stirred them to action, I hope. If I have learned anything from all of this, it is that change begins with the individual. It is but a matter of finding the strength to take the first step. Assuming my fellow Yulmorans can, it shall be my honor and privilege to help them walk this road we have chosen. But we must not forget the individuals who made all of these changes possible. Were it within my power, I would carve a tribute to your heroism into the very stone upon which this city stands. I hate to change the subject, darling, but now that you have officially taken office, have you given any thought to a mayoral seat? We will not be moving into the emergence, dearest. It's too big for one thing, and too far from the people for another. We will retain our current residence, and I will govern here in the parlor. Oh, I was hoping you'd say that. I much prefer the view from the parlor. Begging your pardon, Master Chai, but have you time for a word? Yes, of course. Hath and Bet? Aye, that's me. I liked your speech, but there's folks outside the walls as don't even have enough food to last till tomorrow, and more who's counting their crumbs. If you are planning to change that, I want to help set things in motion. Then we've much to discuss. No sooner do I take office than my work begins in earnest. Well, I suppose I brought it upon myself. Thank you again for your help, Alexander. I hope to see you again before long. What a day! I don't know what it means exactly, but I do know I've got plenty to think about. I sense we all have a great deal to consider. I had resolved to remain here until such time as Yulmore's future was secured, but it is clear to me now that the city is in capable hands. Be nice if it wasn't raining, but oh well. I have every confidence that they will find their way, and I believe it is time we went on ours. I mean, there's nothing to say that once you return to the source, it'll be impossible to return here. I mean, I can travel, so it doesn't seem impossible that someone else could. With Master Chai at the helm, if only for the interim, I feel I can bid farewell to Yulmore and return to the source with no regrets. So, Alfredo's leaving too, is he? Seems like everyone's moving on. Everything's changing. I've been thinking about what I should do in all this. Like I told you, I spent most of my life dreaming about living here with my friends in paradise. That paradise is gone, but something better's taken its place, and I reckon I want to be part of it. This war for the people Master Chai's been going on about, it ain't gonna build itself after all. Not that I'm much of a builder. Me and my friends will find a way to make a difference though. Help keep things changing for the better. A far nobler dream than the one which you clung before, and one I am happy to say we shall. Whatever path you choose, I will pray for your success. Well, when you put it like that, there's no going back now, is there? We got a few ideas on how we can do our bit, just a matter of taking the first step. Pain and pleasure. Don't know what that is? We'll find out in a bit. Still not quite sure how I'll do my part for you all. I'll think of something. This must be the last one. Vows of virtue, deeds of cruelty. Alphenor wears a satisfied smile, seemingly content with the state of Yulmore. Truly, to see Kai Shia thus inspired by our actions is inspiring in itself. Yet, however much I may wish to stay and see what comes of his efforts here in Yulmore, we have matters of our own to attend to. Come, we should return to the Crystal Tower. Mayhap Beklug's studies have borne fruit in our absence. Alright, back to the Crystarium it is. Let's waste some time. Dosselgate. I can never remember what that's called. Do you have business with the Crystal Exile? Say the word. I'll be happy to escort you to the Ocular. Let's head on in. It would seem Alice has yet to return from the inn at Journey's Head. I do hope she hasn't overtired herself. I take it you are ready to resume our work? My congratulations, Alex. Glad tidings from Yulmore did precede thy coming. I will see that Thancred and Rien hear of these momentous events, that they too might take joy in that which thou hast helped bring about. In the course of preparing more Orosite, we made a significant discovery. We thought it best to wait for your return before sharing our findings. Ooh, that's interesting. Welcome back. We are given to understand a new mayor has taken office in Yulmore. Indeed, our good friend Master Chai was elected by popular vote, and after some considerable soul-searching, chose to accept the post. It is a shame you weren't able to attend his inaugural speech, though I have no doubt you will see more of him in the future. But tell me, how fared you in preparing the White Orosite? Our work did not proceed quite as expected. In your absence, we had a frank discussion on the principles of soul transference, and concluded at length that White Orosite was ill-suited for our purposes. But, Urianger, did you not say that, compared to the massy soul of an Ascian, that stone could house one of ours with ease? That I did, and armed as we are with Beklug's invaluable insight, it would indeed prove a trifling matter, were we to disregard the invulnerable link twixt mind and soul. A link which would, we did belatedly realize, would weaken most perilously in the process of rendering our souls dormant, as Orosight doth require. Thus, the shedding of these fleshy simulacra, and the survey of ether which comprise of them, would in all likelihood deprive us of our psyche as well.
It would theoretically be possible to channel your minds into the Orosight instead, but we would more than likely sacrifice your souls in the process. Which is why we have abandoned that plan and instead devoted our time to finding a means by which mind and soul might be transported together. Then we are no closer to a solution than when we first began. It is a vexing conundrum indeed, but one for which the Crystal Exarch has posited a most intriguing solution. When our discussion turned to the transference of memories and the psyche, I could not help but be reminded of the technique with which I have personal experience. Alexander, do you recall what we learned of my eyes from our encounter with Dogga and Une? I speak of the royal eye of the Allagan Imperial line, gifted to my forebears through the blood and memories of the ancient Allagans. It is by this gift that I am able to control the Crystal Tower. If we were able to gain understanding of the technology by which the Allagans were able to accomplish this transference, perhaps we could keep mind and soul together.
Imagine, if you will, a device like unto a soul crystal, replete not only with our worldly memories, but also with the bountiful energies of the soul.
That is our current avenue of investigation, and we will follow it wheresoever it leads. While we are thus engaged, I think it best that Alex return to the source and inform Kryl and the others of our findings. Agreed. I imagine Tataru will be relieved to hear we've made progress of a sort.
Then I would beg leave to relay our findings onto Thancred and Reen, and to assist where I may in their investigation of the empty.
Yes, please do. Should we receive need of your counsel, we will not hesitate to summon you.
Toodles!
Give our regards to Tataru, won't you? Beck Lug insists we resume our work forthwith, but I grow weary at the thought. Ugh. What I would not give for a cup of tea, and perhaps a vanilla tart. I pray the link to their bodies in your world will endure a while longer. Should it fail, our efforts will be for naught. Mark my words, Alexander. We will unlock the secrets of the Allagan Eye, and see the others returned home. There was a time when I thought these eyes a curse, you know. But for what they have enabled me to do, and what they may yet make possible, I see now they are a blessing. With the benefit of our combined knowledge, and the aid of the first's leading authority on soulcraft, we must surely be able to find a solution. Surely. Alright. Back to Mordorna then. Ba 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 ba.
Alex, you're back! How did everything go in the first? Wait, don't tell me. Cora will be here shortly, and she'll want to hear too. She's just tending to the others. Their bodies, I mean. God, I don't think I'll ever get used to saying that. Anyway, you can tell us everything the moment she gets here.
Upon speaking to Tataru, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It's recommended you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Wait for Krell's return.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I've carried out the treatment as per Master Matoya's instructions. It should slow the destabilization of their corporeal ether quite significantly. But tell me, how fare our friends in the first?
So this Becklug's the first to lead an authority on soulcraft, are they? Sounds promising.
And Urianger's proffered solution of white auracite is rather ingenious now that I think of it. Well, while they press on with their preparations, you may rest assured we will continue to do our part here.
Oh, you're back.
Oh, an unexpected guest.
And none the worse for wear, I see.
Estinian! Oh, thank the gods! We've been worried sick. Did you lose your link pearl or something?
The situation in Garlemald has become more complicated. I was making my escape from the capital when I ran into one of yours, Riol. He thought it best we come straight here.
More complicated how?
Where to begin? After entering the Empire via Razad Han, I went about my mission of investigating Black Rose. It was then, inside a provincial factory, that I encountered the one who styles himself Shadow Hunter, Gaius Baelsar. Our goals being apparently aligned, we joined forces and ventured on into the heart of the capital, to the very Imperial Palace itself. There, we found a man whom all assumed dead. But his soul lives on, and he has wrested back his flesh. Xenos Ye Galvas.